Should we ban this or should we ban this? That's the current discussion going on in the Grand Archive community, because people can't really decide whether this is the problem or this is the problem. Here's what I think. This is the problem. Why? This card has been a problem ever since it was released. And it got 3 visits errated because of how it worked, where you don't have to rest as part of the cost, and you can just play the 3 visits 3 times, and get 3 triggers on this, which was a big problem. However, after 3 visits was errata, the deck was still good, and eventually it transformed into a Kongming deck. And it was good for a while, it was topping for a while, it was meta for a while, but then it kind of fell off again until this card came out. And then this card made this deck viable again. So what's the issue here? Is it this card? If you remove this entirely, what happens? Who's gonna play this? Maybe in Pantheon, in an Arsana deck? In a Fire Arsana Potion deck? It's not really that good. Wind Potion deck without Razorgale? Not really. So this is just an enabler. This is the next catalyst for the abuse that is Razorgale. Razorgale is a very powerful deck. And I'm saying that if people have a problem with this card, if Weebs has a problem with this card, just ban this card. It's simple as that. You don't have to ban Crucible, because Crucible is gone. We'll wait for the next card that comes out that abuses this card and makes it viable again. Simple as that. So my whole argument is, if people are not happy with this deck, they don't like how it plays, they think maybe it's unfair, it's a bit of a cheese strategy, I don't know. No matter what you think, if you think this is a problem, then banning this is not the solution. It's just a short-lived solution. You ban this, we're going to be waiting for another card to make it possible to abuse this card again. So if you are someone who thinks that Razorgale is not a fun deck, it's not a fair deck, you don't like to play against it, you don't think it should exist, simply we ban this card, not this. This is just a temporary solution. So yeah, just a bit of a short discussion, because I've seen people discuss this, I've had discussions with people as well about this, and I think it's simple as that. Ban the source of the problem, not the enablers. The enablers are dead without the source of the problem. So yeah, that's the video. Let me know what you think. I'm curious to see what people think about this. It's a bit of an iffy question, I know. Like, these can be really like heated discussions and people don't like to have these, or like they will not be very civil about them, but it's good to talk about these things. If it comes to Diana, if we're talking about the 2 best decks, so this and Water Aether Wing Diana, 100% Ranger Strides. That card should not exist. Should not exist. It's enabled Wind Wake Up, it's enabled Water Aether Wing Diana, even after the Carp Song ban. Just ban that card. And I think Weebs is just giving us this Nats period to play the decks we have, because we've tested for this format already. Get your tournaments done, and then when it comes time for Worlds, and then they release a new ban list, probably hitting all those cards. Will Weebs hit this? Objectively speaking, if I'm being completely honest, I don't think so. I think Weebs likes this deck. Weebs likes having level 1 decks that are like low to the ground, value generation, that kind of thing. So I don't think they will ban this. They might ban this, even though I wouldn't agree with it, to be honest. You should ban this. If you think this deck is a problem, you should ban this. This is just temporary, as I said. Or maybe Weebs wanted to make this card meta, as a kind of disruptor to the meta. You know, let it run around for a bit, shift the meta a bit, mold the meta a bit, and then we can ban this and just keep this available as like a tier 2, tier 3 deck again. I don't know, I'm not sure, we will see what will happen. But yeah, what Weebs decides to do will tell us about their strategy, I assume. And I'm always looking forward to reading their explanations, because they obviously give explanations whenever they give these, whenever they put out these ban lists. So yeah, let's see what happens.